Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Cheap Air's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Here we are on January 10th, 2021. And what's in the box? Hey, what's in the box? Hey, what's in the box? Well, I'll show you in a minute. But before I get there, I want to start off by giving a great shout out to a great couple who've been doing some very interesting videos lately, and well, not just lately, but for quite a while. And I'm subscribed to them, and I'd like to send some of you over to help them out a little bit and subscribe. You see, they're at 928 subscribers right now, and they need 1,000 so they can monetize. And that doesn't cost you guys anything, but it does help them out. So all you have to do is go over there and be one of the next 72 people that they need to reach that 1,000 mark and get to the monetization. So please go over and see them at Blissful Acres Off-Grid Homestead. I'll put that in my description down below, so you can click on their link and go over and give them a shout and say, hey, Cheap Air sent me. And let's see if we can't get those next 72 people on their list so that they can monetize. I think that'd be a great gift for them this year. All right, everybody. Well, let's get back to, hey, what's in the box? Well, I got the box today because it said it was available for pickup on Saturday at the post office, but they're really short of help down there. I mean, they usually only have one window person working who's got to do everything. He's got to go into the back and find the packages and put them on a cart and wheel them out and check people out and hand the packages out. And just everybody's a little bit behind because of this stupid COVID thing. Well, you can only do what you can do best, right? So, without any further ado, oh my God, I spoke French. Let's look inside here and see what somebody sent me. All right. Well, first thing that just popped out is a giant gold pan. All right, let's see. Well, I do one thing here that's different is on the finish side, instead of all being the same size groove all the way across, they're really close together down here, real fine, and then they kind of span out, and they kind of like threads on a screw. They go off the pan to get larger out this way. So I would say that when you're swirling this, you would swirl it this way, so that you pick them up in the bigger grooves first, and then the gold comes around to the finer grooves and settles out. Now, see, it's got the hole in it, and like most pans that have the hole in it, when you're starting off your panning, always put that hole towards your belly button. All right, so you would hold it like this, and you would slosh it back and forth, and spin it and spin it and spin it. So a lot of people don't realize, but there is such a thing as a left hand and a right hand pan, and this would be a right hand pan. I'm right-handed, so I hold it in my right hand, got the hole towards my belly button here, and then I would swish it this way. So when I'm doing that, it's starting off in the finer grooves and coming to the larger grooves. So apparently I'd have to swish this way, which makes more sense. You swish it this way, and then as you get everything moving around, then you bring it down in the water, and you swish it some more, and then you rotate it a little bit, and then you go sideways like this and go across the large ripples. Those work like a sluice box to help capture any gold that's in there. And the gold being heavier doesn't want to climb over those ripples, so it drops back down. But this is for the fines. This will help break down the fines. All right, so let's set that aside. Get rid of the bag. It's not an old bag, it's just a bag. Let's see what else is in here. Well, I see down here we have a classifier. A nice deep classifier with a hexagon base in the bottom of it. And it looks like that would lock into the a sluice box. All right, so let's set that down. It also fits in the pan really well. And I do have to say, that's a nice large pan. I think that's the biggest pan I've got. We'll get rid of that. Let's see what else is down here. Okay. Well, that looks like that's the flare for the Sluice Fox modular sluice box. Yep. And here is the sluice box itself. Oh, the bubble wrap doesn't want to come off. There we go. Okay, so it's a pretty compact little unit. And it looks like, yep. And it looks like, okay, so this end has the integrated type connectors that would slide in to this one, like that. Hard to do one-handed, but so this thing is compact while you're carrying it. Okay, so I didn't clip it all the way down, but it's got some miner's moss in two locations here. Then it's got the ripples in between, and it's got the large ripple traps on that also. And I would say, I'll have to double check this, but those should all, yeah, they just plugged into the side here with a notch cut out so that they connect into the sides, so you can take them out for doing a clean out after you've done a little bit of gold panning or sluicing. Okay, so it looks like this would fit right up here in the top. There you go. So it fits right in the top of the flare, so that you can classify the whole time while you're sluicing. That's really nice. I like that. And of course, it's made by Sluice Fox, same company that makes the folding aluminum sluice boxes that I recently got. Okay, one other thing in here, let's see. Oh, it looks like I got a red t-shirt that says Sluice Fox on it. Coolness. All right. Of course, I need to wear more than that at this time of year, but when the spring comes around and it starts warming up, that'll be a nice little thing to wear. All right, so this all came from the same company that I bought the aluminum sluice box from. And they sent me out the replacement. Very, very good. I'll put their information in the description also. So if you're interested, don't forget you can use the GBC, letter G, letter B, letter C purchase code, and you could probably buy yourself one of these modular sluice boxes. And it looks like you can buy extra pieces because they've got it set up so that you can add on to it and make it longer if you want. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. And I think I've got an extra strap that I can clip right onto these little locations right here and sling this over my shoulder and carry it in when I'm using it. Of course, I won't use 2 sluice boxes at a time because that would be a lot of work for one person. But I will get this one out and we'll do a review on it and see how it works. I might take this one out because it's pretty small and handy. I might take this one out on my first little trip coming up here and do a review on it right away and see how this thing works out. See if we can't trap us some shiny in these little holes right here in that miner's moss. Yeah. I've got a whole bunch of that miner's moss from my first sluice box that I ever bought, which is a Recirc sluice box. And it's got a fixed head on it and a pump that is like a bilge pump that goes into the water. And everything runs down the sluice into the main tub that's at the base of it, and the pump is there to pump the water back up to the top again. A nice little setup, and I use some of that miner's moss in the Recirc tank. What I do is I put a bucket in the Recirc tank that catches the water that comes off of the sluice box, and it's got miner's moss in the bottom of it, so if anything does get through the sluice box, any of the gold gets past the ripples, it falls into the bottom and it goes through the miner's moss, and then I have little holes drilled around the bottom of the bucket to let the water out back into the Recirc tank. And that also catches any debris that comes through so it doesn't get sucked up by the pump and go up to go through my pump impeller and tear up the pump impeller. I'll show you all of that at one of these other opportunities, but I did want to show you that this stuff came in today. So, looks like I've got to do some organization here and get this stuff put together and ready to go. And give Andy a call and say, hey, Andy, let's go get off our heinies and get some shinies. And we'll see what we can do about that. So thanks for joining me, everybody. And don't forget to go over and see the friends over at Blissful Acres Off-Grid Homestead. And give them a press on that little subscribe button. Now remember, I got to say this again because I was speaking to somebody today who still did not know. Subscriptions are free on YouTube. You do not have to pay for your subscriptions. Some people have Patreon setups where you are a Patreon signature guest and you pay a certain amount to be a premium member of that channel. I'll be doing that down the line, and we'll have things where those premium people will get extra benefits and things like certain giveaways that you can only will only go to premium members. It won't be for everybody, and those will be special items. All right, so I have to work out all the particulars on that, and when I get it all worked out, I'll let you all know. In the meantime, thank you for stopping by and seeing the new items that came in today, and I'll make sure that you get the information to Outdoor Supplies and the company that sent me these. And Taylor was the person that I spoke to, Taylor. So if you get on the phone and give him a shout, say, nice talking to you, Taylor. G-Bear sent me. All right, thanks, everybody. This is G-Bear reminding you, thumbs ups and subscriptions. Remember, those subscriptions are free. You click on the subscription button, a little bell icon there. That bell icon only is for you to be notified when I post a new video. That's it. Does not cost you 1 red cent. You don't get spammed. You don't get a bunch of advertisements popping into your face, other than those advertisers who pay to get on my channel. They pay YouTube to get on my channel and advertise. So you definitely want to watch those little advertisements if you can, because it helps me out. And I make money for everybody every time somebody watches one of those commercials all the way through, and if it's something that's interesting to you, click on go to advertiser and the little icon that pops up and check them out. That also adds to my income, and we off-gridders can use that little extra income all the time. Thanks again for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.